Oh, fucking, that was too much. Hello and welcome to the Too Much Time on Our Hands podcast. If you're joining us on the stream, you will have just witnessed me nearly killing myself with a cup of tea. If you are listening to us on the podcast, then you've just heard me nearly killing myself with a cup of tea. Welcome to the Too Much Time on Our Hands podcast. The team is intact, relatively. Hello, Russ.
Sup?
Hello, Dan.
We are killing it. Like we were saying before, we're killing it. We are killing it. We're on fire, Tom. What a start.
What a start. And I am Tom, and probably a bit later we're going to be joined by Duncan as well. So it will be the awesome foursome all back together. Last week, if you were watching the stream, you would have seen that we were, and well, if you've been watching our social media as well, you would have seen that we started off our Battle of the Bands, Battle of the Fictional Bands from movies and other media forms. And we got some really good ones in there. We got The Commitments, we got Infant Sorrow, Stillwater, some really classic fictional bands. Sex Bob-omb from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is absolutely superb. And we've got plenty more bands to go through today.
Mm-hmm. Absolute dynamite coming up, Tom, on tonight's Battle of the Band session. Thanks once again for joining us in the Blind Guy at Sneakers Arena, from Sneakers Arena. As named by Poll. It was between him and Neo's and No-No. Double Baby, obviously, is another classic.
There's people wearing those T-shirts around, but this is the
all the time.
Blind Guy from Sneakers Arena. Is it the Blind Guy from Sneakers Memorial Arena?
Yeah, I think so. We're assuming he's dead, but sure.
The character, obviously.
Did he die? Is that
Jeff Goldblum's mate from Independence Day.
Yeah, Goldblum's mate from Independence Day.
My laptop.
Someone's got to water my flowers, Jeff.
I gotta get my mother out of the city.
We make up quotes for it. Like, most of the things we say in that guy's voice, he didn't say.
No.
I think if you watched it, he definitely said all of those things.
It's like how at no point does Nicolas Cage ever go, Manda!
Manda!
Yeah. but he does. So,
Cyrus, it's your barbecue, and it tastes good. Which is the most shaky Nicolas Cage impression ever. Oh.
She's got the correct response from him is, what? As opposed to just carrying on with his megalomaniacal monologuing.
I'm going to wait till I was going to run down the list of the bands we've already been through, but I'm going to wait till Duncan's here for that because I kind of want his opinion on them.
We're just gonna settle into a holding pattern until Duncan.
I mean, if the shit
penis
fits,
jokes,
Tom.
Fart jokes.
We can get going with one. So everyone's getting rated on their songs, their kind of cultural impact / stage presence, their technical
in the
skill,
universe in which they exist.
Exactly. All of this is specifically their stage show and their attitude.
Yeah.
Giving
Stage
a total
show,
out of 30 for some reason, because we're doing some of these out of 5 and some of these out of 10. Because we don't
one
like
out
to
of
make
10.
things easy.
We're doing 1 out of 10. The rest we're doing out of 5. Songs, because that's the most important part,
It is the most
out of 10.
important part.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So currently in the lead.
Well, shall I wait till Duncan's on for that, or should we get through a band and then like we'll circle back to it, or
let's get through a band.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's a good one though. I'll do a shit one.
Is this going to extend out into a 3-parter?
It can't. I can't do it. I can't do another one.
We're going to have to rattle through these then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are.
Keep it top line.
Okay. Shall I just go? I don't want to go through it twice. I should wait till Duncan's here.
No, don't. We're going now. Sod him. He can catch up.
Right.
It's fine.
Okay. Let's go with then, because I don't think you've seen this film, Barry Jive and the Uptown Five. Getting a lot of buzz in the Chicago area is what I've heard.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the other names they've gone by before they are Barry Jive and the Uptown Five?
Kathleen Turner Overdrive.
Kathleen Turner
Oh
Overdrive.
my God! Yes.
No, or was it Bachman? Or was it Bachman Turner? No.
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Bachman Turner Overdrive. Yeah. And so most of their influences are mostly German. Kraftwerk, Hasselhoff.
So this is an odd because you don't actually really see the band very much. It's mainly him bullshitting about them until
you do see the band.
Until you do see the band.
Yeah. Sonic Death Monkey was one of the other names.
Sonic Death Monkey. Yeah. And they do an awesome cover of Let's Get It On.
They do. It's the most Jack Black cover of anything ever as well. I actively love that film. High Fidelity is in case anyone's wondering, talking about Jack Black's band from High Fidelity, Barry Jive and the Uptown Five, and throughout the whole film, it's expected that this band's going to be fucking awful.
Yeah,
like because he's been bullshitting the whole time. He's in this band and they're doing things and it's interesting.
They're like constantly arguing. Yeah. They can never even decide what they're called, let alone write any songs. I imagine the concept of a band where you spend more time arguing about the band name than actually doing any songwriting is probably quite familiar to a lot of people. Yeah,
that's no, Tom.
Bullshit.
No? Bullshit, right, Tom?
Yeah,
that's not how it works at all. Songwriting is like just one of those like seamless things that just happens.
So it's organic.
Yeah, organic. We'll look at each other and go, "Yeah, that's right, isn't it?" We've got it first time. We don't need to do it again.
I imagine like everyone in a band, they imagine that they're going to get in a rehearsal studio and everyone's just going to kind of like look at each other and nod, and they're suddenly going to like write Wonderwall.
Russ, I shit you not. There are fucking moments like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
And they are the best feeling in the world. When like you do something and then someone else does something, you're like, yeah.
I mean, and never ever, even when we were in a band, Dan, did we ever basically flesh out a whole song only for one person in the band to suddenly, after probably an hour of putting it all together, suddenly just went, I don't like it. And just dashed all the dreams and work we'd just done for an hour and a half or so. Never did that happen, and never was it really frustrating.
Yeah, welcome to tonight's episode / therapy session.
It's fine. I used up all my anger juice in D&D last night.
If it's the person listening that we were in a band with, we're not talking about you. I promise you that.
No, we're not. We're not. You were always an incredibly supportive band member.
Yeah.
You were. You genuinely were.
Yeah.
I want you to know that from honestly the bottom of my heart.
They know the person they're talking about can't be listening because they tracked them down and killed them.
Uncle Kevin, wasn't it?
Uncle Kevin, I can't believe you made it.
It was only yesterday. Uncle Kevin had no legs, but now he's got legs. Uncle Kevin's got legs.
He's come to your band at the Orb.
Come to our band. Thanks, Uncle Kevin.
2 cats sitting at the door of my shed just staring at me.
Because you're on their turf, Russ.
Yeah,
you are that.
You are just knee deep in pussy.
This is my house.
Yeah, no, it's not.
They don't give a shit.
No, it's not your house at all. It's fucking theirs, Russ.
Right, let's get some scores for Barry Jive and the Uptown 5 for one night only. How they called that, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Stage
songs.
Song. Okay, we just go straight to songs.
That's just the order I got written down here. Wait, how do you want? What do you want to do? Stage show first? We do stage show first.
Let's do stage show. I mean, it's pretty epic. It's Jack.
By all accounts, brilliant.
Pretty good.
Yeah. 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Everyone's dancing, having a great time.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do next? Attitude, technical skill,
quickly.
Impact.
Does it irk anyone else that he doesn't end up with Lisa Bonet in that film as well? He ends up with his previous girlfriend.
As in Rob's, the Rob character.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't end up with
Lisa Bonet.
Marie.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because the whole point of the story is the title about high fidelity isn't just about sound. It's about fidelity in relationships and the fact that
he fucks it up.
He fucks it up, but true love will always find a way.
And he kind of grows up, doesn't he? And he stops.
It does.
He stops like having this ridiculous fantasy that he's gonna live in an apartment with record logo stencils on the walls and date a singer and all that sort of stuff. And he starts actually
surrounded by lingerie and stuff. And he was like, it's the underwear, isn't it? He's like, but you've got all the underwear that you wear every day, and like I love that. That's the point of it. Like a real relationship is doing everything in spite of the humdrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Duncan.
It's Duncan. He's
Hello,
here
Duncan.
now.
We're underway. The stream is live. Do not swear unless you want to swear.
Because we don't really worry about that.
We don't worry about that ever.
Evening all. Evening everyone. I'll wave.
Yeah, hello, Duncan.
That's
hello,
what
Duncan.
they came
Wave.
for.
That's what they came for. Just so you know, Duncan, we are in the middle of scoring Barry Jive and the Uptown 5 from High Fidelity. We've just given them 4 out of 5 for the stage show. Mr. Russ, what is the next category?
Let's go attitude next. Duncan, have you seen the film High Fidelity?
Many years ago.
So this is like Jack Black's band right at the end. They do a gig.
The cover of "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye.
Oh,
Duncan is just sounds mildly pissed off to be here, but it's fine. That's just his normal milieu.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to say 3,
Yeah.
and does anyone disagree?
No, I think 3's about right.
that sounds great.
There you go.
Right. What do you want to do next?
Technical proficiency.
What?
It's pretty up there, isn't it? I mean, like
Yeah.
they are a highly competent band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guitarist is using a wah-wah pedal, which actually is a lot more difficult than you think.
Sure.
It is. You have to be quite nicely in time to get the right wow 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 on that. You have to get the downstroke of the pedal absolutely right.
Yeah.
To try and get it to. We're gonna 3, 4 technical skill.
3. It's not like, I mean, they're not like Spinal Tap or anything, are they? Let's be honest, but it's.
You annoy me more than anything on this
Yeah, I know. I
planet.
wish I knew how to quit you.
Impact.
Barely any.
Yeah, it's pretty
Although
because
it's
again,
grand.
they spend more time arguing about band names than actually performing. So
I mean, yeah, maybe 1, maybe 2.
should go to. So the only person it's only Autobahn and Dingoes Ain't My Baby that are on 1 for this at the moment. They're probably, having a bit more local impact than that.
Hey, it's Jack Black. I'd give him 1.
No, you don't get a laugh for that.
Sorry. Let's try.
I always like the interviews with Jack Black of that era, where they were always like, the co-star was like, well, when you're in a film with Jack Black, you just got to kind of match his energy, with a really solemn look on their faces.
You
You're
can
like,
fucking
you've had
try.
a fucking nightmare, haven't you? You've had a shit time with this guy just going fucking full pelt the whole time, and you've gotten more pissed off than you ever thought you would with a fucking co-star, because you've always just been like, oh, fucking calm down, you knobhead.
So your co-star, so you're the lead, you'll be on all the posters. Your co-star, is Jack Black. Fuck. He'll steal the show.
So
Just still the show.
you are the
Still
lead
the
in a
show.
movie who will be forever known as the guy that was in that film with Jack Black.
With Jack Black, 100%.
Right, songs.
We hear one song.
We hear
it's a
one
cover.
song.
It's a very good
one.
cover. Yeah, 2.
1 or 2. Yeah, 2.
Out of 10.
Oh, out of
Oh,
10.
this-
No, you're right. 4. 4 out of 10.
Oh, I didn't realise they were all out of 10.
No, this last one's
They're
out
not.
of 10. Songs is out of
Stay on
10.
your toes.
How?
Inexplicably.
You're a fucking doctor, and like the 2 of you are pretty smart as well. How can 9 of you work this one out? Everything's
cheers,
out of
cheers,
5.
You're a
Dan.
fucking doctor.
Thanks.
You should be used to rating bands in
Exactly.
categories out of 5,
Come on,
apart from one of them that's out of 10. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Songs
what?
out
when,
of 10. Everything else out of 5.
The condescension there was amazing. Duncan,
Like-
you're a doctor, and to be fair, the other 2 of you have probably got brains.
pretty smart,
So,
but we haven't actually explained editing to you. You're just
okay,
coming
well-
in blind.
Well, you can work it out. You're a doctor, aren't you?
you're a doctor, and these two can breathe.
Whatever you say to Duncan, you can just end it with, God damn it, you're a doctor, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, right, that is a total of 16
Ooh,
for
that's
Barry
not
Driving Out Time 5, which is, that's not brilliant, but, there are, we do see a very small facet of them.
Duncan, I'm going to go through the previous.
Don't.
I'm going to go through them,
No, don't.
and I want one word. I want a one-word
No, don't.
opinion on them.
No, don't. Just don't.
We fucking waited, Duncan, so I'm doing it. Okay.
No,
We
we're not.
also need to recap the ones that we went over last time.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm going to hold my hand up and say I'm pretty bad on bands from like films. And
Well, in that case, then let's do the ranking as it is. Well, let's do the scores as they are now.
Okay, well, I'm
but
gonna read
not
it out.
worry about Duncan's.
Dan is so aggressive tonight.
Glad we fucking waited, eh?
Dan is so aggressive.
No, I'm
Honestly.
just high energy. I'm ready to go.
Just
He's-
tell,
yeah,
okay,
he's
just,
the-
just
he's
tell
the
us if
Jack
you are
Black of
aware of
tonight.
any of these
I'm just-
bands.
I'm just Jack Black. I'm chubby, but I'm agile.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So in the post pod interviews, I'm just going to be like, well, that episode, that was that. Yeah, I wanted to kill him after that.
You know the one where Dan thought he was Jack Black? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is
Around
the
his
thing
house
that
last night, stood over him while he slept with a knife in my hand. Didn't do it.
You're
Didn't do it.
imagining being interviewed for the highbrow Netflix documentary that is inevitably going to be made about the production of this podcast in maybe 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
It is. When this is a cultural seminal classic.
Let's say that maybe I might be a bit like Tom when we talk about Warhammer.
You've watched films, though, haven't you? You're a doctor.
I've watched films, but
And these guys have eyes.
Right,
And
go
it is, I
through
reckon.
the
Right,
goddamn
Go through the
scores.
bands.
Cool. So our first band that we had was the Commitments. They rocked up with 21 points, which is highly respectable. Followed by Infants. Yep.
They were great.
Okay,
See?
so you do fucking
You know
have
it.
opinions on things then. Yeah, okay.
The
Cool.
scores
So,
are all out 30.
Ones I know.
Yeah. Commitments, 21. Then next up was Infant Sorrow, 26. Get them to the Greek.
Inside of
I haven't
Very
seen
awards.
that.
No.
It's pretty good.
Blues Brothers got a 26 as well.
Must have seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The War Boy Band from Mad Max Fury Road.
Haven't seen that.
Okay, it's awesome for starters.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop you right there. You haven't
Right.
seen Mad Max Fury Road?
If it's come out in the last 4 years,
Which
I
it
have
hasn't.
Yeah, it's older than that.
When was Mad Max Fury Road?
Like 2016, 2015, or something like that.
2016.
Yeah.
It's quite a while ago.
Really?
Seriously,
Yeah.
I mean, leave the podcast now if you want. Go and watch it. It's
It is-
probably
it
one
is
of the
great.
best films ever made.
It's up there. It's a great action
Oh, it
film.
is 2015. I wonder what I was doing in 2015. I didn't see
Similar-
it.
Similar to Top Gun Maverick, which is a better action
I was
film.
on the Eastdale. That would be why. Probably
You were
didn't.
living it.
Yes. Basically, I couldn't get to a cinema. Anyway. Yeah, go on.
So they got 21 points just for aesthetics alone, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Josie and the Pussycats, 17 points
Where's Josie and the Pussycats?
from the movie
From
Josie
the
and
Archie
Pussycats.
comics.
But they're from the Archie comics originally, yeah. Crucial Taunts, 23. Do you know who Crucial Taunts
No reason for reaction. Do 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 do.
They wail. Would that
Love
help?
the way that you love me, Duncan.
I don't think Tom's going to help here.
Swear.
I am starting to think we should have had a category for band name.
Oh,
Oh,
should we-
yeah.
should we
No,
just
no, too complicated.
lob one in there? All right, cool. Crucial Taunt.
Well, let's make this
Yes,
one
yes,
out of
yes.
8.
Yeah.
All right.
0.5.
Wait,
No, okay. Wayne's World, dude. They're from Wayne's
Yeah,
World.
yes.
All right, cool.
Assume,
Yeah. Spinal
Just
Tap,
sometime.
27 points.
well, yeah.
They are currently in the lead.
Yeah.
Autobahn from The Big Lebowski, 11 points.
11.
Yeah. What we've
Well,
never
they're not
heard
very
of.
good, and you don't actually hear them perform ever.
Yeah. The
Well,
one,
they're
thing we
not
know
on
is,
this, so they don't care about anything.
yeah, the one thing we know is they're shit at kidnapping.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Stillwater, 26 points.
Amazing.
From
I
Almost
love that
Famous.
film. Yeah, I
Oh,
love that
yeah.
film so much. Dingoes Ate My Baby, 10 points. And, yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, go on.
And Sex Bomb, 25 points. And we've just had Barry Jive and the Uptown 5 with 16 points.
All right.
And to kick things off, let's kick things off proper this time. This band's led by two guitar heroes, I would say, slash singers, slash just excellent musicians that are godlike beings. We're talking about Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan, the
Amazing.
Wild Stallions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
the first thing we need to work out is which Wild Stallions are we talking about. I figure we're talking about post disappearing into the future to learn how to play their instruments and coming back Wild Stallions rather
Yeah.
than the shit Wild Stallions.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
one where they
paradox
get...
that creates them, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the going to the future to learn to come back to influence the future that, it's
Yeah.
the time leap.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, let's go through this. I just love, yeah. I'm not doing very well tonight. We had a chat.
Is that something you want to say on the podcast?
No. It's
Okay.
as in, we tried to have a chat and I just left sentences hanging, so my brain's a bit kerfuddled. Anyway, let's go. It's perfect for a podcast. It's perfect material.
You could stop.
This is gold.
Yeah. Just
I'll just shut up.
anytime.
Doing
Right,
good,
um,
doing good.
Fuck the lot of
You're
you.
good. You're fine. You did.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
easy
hey.
now, easy
Hey,
now.
calm down.
All I'm getting
It's
is
fine.
grief.
Easy.
Hey,
easy.
baby, it's fine, okay?
Hey.
It's okay.
Just
all right.
Just let me put this here. And I'll just...
Just rest this on your chin. Yeah.
How's that feel, little bird? How's that?
Just kiss it.
Anyway, let's go through Russ. Let's go through the categories.
We're just going straight through it, are we? We're not going to talk about how great.
No, zip through it. Come on, we've got
Bill
to
and
keep the
Ted's
top
Excellent
line.
Adventure.
Elevator
All right,
pitch.
fine.
Come on, let's go.
I mean, what?
It's-
I don't know.
I haven't seen
haven't.
that film for so long. I can barely remember
It's excellent.
Exactly.
The second one isn't actually bogus as well, which is nice. So like, they're both excellent. I haven't seen the new one.
I haven't seen the new one, but yeah, I would say they do manage to get the top guest appearances as well,
Yeah, they got Death on bass. That's pretty
and
impressive.
managing to get Mozart
Yeah,
is awesome.
yeah.
And who do they get on drums?
Two medieval maidens as they
Oh, yeah,
were.
Miss of Arcs there as well, and
Oh, yeah.
Socrates. So yeah,
And the
So
weird
great.
hairy alien from the future.
yeah. Station.
Station.
Yeah.
That's it. Station. Well done. So what's the first category?
Stage show. I mean, they literally ship people in from different eras of time. They appear in a
It's-
fucking phone box.
it's
it's
immense.
5. This is about as good a stage show as you're going to get, I think.
Yeah, it's 5. And we're led to believe that over the course of their career as a band
It's-
proper, it's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their
Well, I
cultural
mean,
significance
they
cannot be
become like,
underestimated.
you know, they save the world. Essentially.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking Clarence Clements as well at that bit as well, and I love that.
Be excellent.
Do I need to explain
Nice.
who Clarence Clements is to some people? Clarence Clements was the saxophone player in the E Street Band, and just a legend
Yeah,
in general.
right,
Yeah.
next category.
Is category the singular of category?
So like impact
It is
is
now.
got to be a 5 as well, right? Because
If we're taking
They're-
them across the entirety of
Yeah.
time and space, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. They
They've saved the world.
redefine.
Yeah.
They redefine the world based on their philosophical teaching to the point they're held up as as gods.
Yeah.
Wild Stallions are going to win this based on their film's bullshit interpretation of time and space.
yeah, especially when you get to technical proficiency, which is like all the actual guitar parts, but performer like Steve Vai, arguably one of the greatest guitarists in the world. And I disagree, but whatever. But it's he is very, very good at playing guitar.
He
wanna give
definitely
him a-
knows how to play.
And
Yeah, I
they
wanna
also
give
have
him a-
Mozart on keys, and
Yeah,
it's
good point.
fair to say he might have been a bit good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mozart can play piano.
He's pretty all right. He's no
I
Rick
prefer the early
Wakeman.
stuff. 4? I feel like
What?
we're being harsh on them for 4, though, right?
For songs.
Yeah. No, this is for technical proficiency.
Oh, I mean, but again, they're cultural.
Yeah,
Cultural. They're
Five-
gods.
five,
They're
then.
gods.
I feel like
Yeah,
we
it's
might
fine.
have to average out the end form band and the beginning form band.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're just going to get maximum marks across the board.
What
Okay,
songs
3.
they probably won't. Okay, 3 then, fine. Yeah, okay. We'll
Average
knock
out.
it down a little bit, yeah.
We'll give a
yeah.
Attitude.
Most
see-
excellent.
excellent.
It's an excellent attitude, but
It's
is
a bit
it?
laid back, isn't it?
I mean, ironically, not very rock and roll.
Yeah.
Which
They are a bit
rock
too
and roll
chilled,
can
aren't they?
Hmm.
Yeah, but they would have been perfect for grunge.
Would they?
No, they're too
bit
happy.
chilled.
Nah, too,
Yeah.
like, you've got to be moodier.
Yeah.
Their sort of mindless optimism is, that's how their sort of thing. I mean, I'm going to give them a 3.
Takes
3.
Yeah, 3's good. It takes them being killed by their robot selves to
Evil
actually
robot usses.
yeah, for them to actually like
Take
be
it
annoyed
serious.
by anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and
Okay.
then songs.
I mean, how many songs do we actually hear? We hear "God Gave Rock and Roll to You," which is a fucking great version of that song, written by a band from St Albans, no less. I just want to stress that.
Very good, yes.
It's a really good cover, but it's the only thing we hear, right?
I mean,
so, yeah.
it's the only thing we hear.
3.
Out of
no,
10.
out of 5. Out of 10. Out of 10. Out of 10. Sorry, my bad. 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because we only ever hear snippets, so it's usually just like bits of. And also, if we're doing the averaging out of talent, we do hear them perform something at the beginning.
It's bad.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
5.
right. So that puts them out on 21, which means Wild Stallions are level with The Commitments.
Okay, I can live with that. That seems about right.
It does seem about right, especially because it's a band that we hear very little of their music.
Yeah.
It's telling that the ones that are scoring highly are ones that have fleshed out back catalogues in the fictional universes.
Well,
Just
the
an
next
observation.
band definitely have a fleshed out back catalogue. Recently been in prison as early as this morning. They are touring the south of America, if I remember the film correctly. They are wanted by an evil man in sunglasses with a dog. They've upset John Goodman with one eye, and he's just trying to get his wife back. It's something of an odyssey, I'd say. Anyway, we talk about the Soggy Bottom Boys from I nearly said No Country for Old Men. That would be a different film.
Yeah.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I fucking love this film. I fucking love this band. I love that George Clooney didn't do any of the singing, but looks like he did, and just completely oversells it whenever he's doing. He's just made for Coen Brothers comedies. He's so much better than. That's my happy George Clooney is watching him in these comedies. So, yeah, Soggy Bottom Boys. I mean, hell of a stage show. They've got an edge to them as well. Even though he ain't no fop man, damn it, he's a Dapper Dan man. They really take on some pretty serious people, including racism at one point, so well done to them. Their guitarist is meant to be one of the godfathers of blues. Like this band might be a serious contender, is what I'm saying. Like when you look at what they do and what they've done, and throughout the film what they achieve, like the Soggy Bottom Boys might be up there, I think. Even if he is a man of constant sorrow. Would you guys reckon?
It's been a long time since
Fondly
I've seen this film,
remembering
to be
that film.
fair.
So I haven't watched it for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But I do
thought
remember
they
the
turned
music.
you into a horny toad.
But I do remember the music, and my wife likes it a lot, so it will get some strong ratings from me. Because if she watches this back, I wanted to see that I supported the film that she likes.
There we go.
Right, what category do you want to hit first?
Okay, so stage show.
Okay.
I mean,
Bearing in
they
mind
get-
the limitations of the time and the setting and everything.
yeah, they get the crowd going. There's no denying that. Every situation they're in, they kind of get the crowd going. I think this is probably a 4 for me.
Okay.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, they play loud and fun enough to organise the racist mayor of the town to be carried out of the town hall. So, like that for me says like that's a hell of a stage show. The music's that good.
It's 4.
Impact pretty high. Like
It's got to
everywhere
be
they
a 5
go.
if they manage to remove a racist mayor.
hot damn, it's the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Although, obviously, what did we rank the world-changing Wild Stallions? If this is just a
5.
town-changing. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
so
go-
let's give them a 3 or 4.
4.
Soggy Bottom Boys. 4?
Yeah, I gotta say 4.
What's this for? Impact?
Yeah. Technical proficiency, I think that's pretty fucking high.
It's pretty top notch, really,
Yeah,
isn't
very
it?
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So 4 again.
Another 4.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is
Well,
good.
whoa, why not 5 if
We got to leave room for, for something.
To be fair, so they got the character in the film is Tommy Johnson, who's meant to be Robert Johnson. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that, really.
who's
in
going
terms
to
of
be
like
the
music.
godfather of blues?
Yeah, well, one of
Yeah.
them, yeah, but like,
He
Yeah.
sold his soul to the
So
devil
I-
at the crossroads
yeah,
or something, didn't he?
yeah.
So I kind of think that deserves 5.
I'm happy with that. Push it up to 5, yeah, agreed. Who else we got? Oh, what else we got?
Attitude and songs.
I mean,
Their attitude is great.
it's a positive
Very
attitude.
positive attitude. But it's
Yeah.
a 3, isn't it? It's a 3.
Yeah, it's a fun, friendly attitude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Songs, I like, for me, fucking 8 or 9. Like, I
Yeah,
love
it's-
all the
it's
songs
pretty,
on this.
Pretty damn good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a solid back catalogue as well. It's
It
a
is.
solid catalogue. It's a
And
solid
it's-
album.
Mostly, yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I
would be
agree.
right.
8
or 9,
sounds
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Cool. What does that settle us down on, Russ?
So that brings them out on 24,
Oh, that's quite high.
which is it's pretty good.
I kind of think it's deserved.
Yeah, agreed. Next up, we have an ex-musician who's posing as a school teacher. He's got together a group of children and teenagers to perform at another Battle of the Bands competition where he expects to win and beat his old band. He has strung them out on a strict diet of rock music, and we are seeing an evolution of a group of private school children turn into a rock/punk band. So it's all about the School of Rock. Once again, Jack Black.
Is there
It's
a name
back.
for that? Are they just called the band from School of Rock?
No,
I think it's called the School
it
of
is
Rock.
the School of Rock.
Oh,
That's
right,
the-
okay.
Yeah, we are the School of Rock.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not seen this movie, and I really should.
Sorry, what?
I know, I know.
I thought you were going to say in a while.
The kids would love it as well. It's brilliant.
It
It's
is
so
great.
fucking good.
Yeah, I, it's just one of those ones that I missed and just never got round to.
Oh, it's so good. It's even got
It's
like
a
Stevie
lovely-
Nicks music in it.
Yeah, that
It's
bit's
got
brilliant.
Led Zeppelin. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's,
He-
I mean,
he's trying
I
to
know
teach
most of the
guitarists how
song-
to play, like by making them watch like AC/DC and stuff like that as well.
yeah.
And giving him a flying V.
yeah,
It's brilliant.
yeah. It's fucking awesome. I love this film, and also I
Such
love
a
the songs in it as well.
It's a beautiful, heartwarming movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Is it true that Liam Lynch wrote "Step Off"? You know, the bit where he's like trying to teach them how to write songs of whatever fame.
I think Liam Lynch definitely had some
Yeah,
involvement.
I think he wrote like that "Step Off" song in it. So yeah, I like how somehow the main song that they perform sounds like nearly every rock band ever as well. Weirdly, like a combination of everything. Like there's a bit of AC/DC in it. There's a bit of prog in there as well. Yeah,
And also the guitarist plays his electric guitar like a Spanish guitar at a point during his solo, and also the keyboard player plays classical piano during his keyboard solo.
yeah,
It's wonderful, and the look of pride on the parents' face is absolutely heart-meltingly wonderful. Yeah, it's brill.
it's Brill.
It's brill.
There we go.
Brillo pads. It's brill cream.
Please stop.
So,
It's
Give
Brill.
us some stores. I was going to take your guys' word for it on this one.
I just can't believe you haven't watched it. Stage show. The lighting's on point.
yeah,
They all know what they're
It's-
doing. They all know their assignments.
It's a great stage show.
it's a
but I'm
5.
still
It's gotta
gonna-
be 5.
I was going to say 4.
Is there like a plucky theatre tech kid working the lighting and
Yes,
effects?
there is.
Yes, there is.
That
Okay,
always
that kind of
brings
gives
you
it
up a notch.
5.
And there's also a kid who's designed all the costumes as well.
And someone
Yeah.
in charge of the smoke machine.
Fuck it, it's a 5. Give him a
That's
5.
It's a
sounding like
5
fun,
actually.
Yeah.
These are kids,
The
man. These are
finale.
kids.
Also, there's more than one show in it,
Yeah,
and the finale is fantastic.
yeah.
They absolutely knock it out of the park. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay, give it 5.
Impact. I mean, it's pretty small to be fair.
It is small. It's a single competition, and the impact is probably more on the lives of the people who are in it rather than anything grandiose beyond that.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3's
Three sounds
generous. Yeah, 3's good.
Technical proficiency. Pretty
Actually,
high.
this
they're
deserves
good.
high.
Yeah. It's like they
3,
learn
4?
how to. Yeah, 4. Go 4.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I reckon 4.
I mean, they all learn. They're all good musicians. Yeah, and Jack Black is talented himself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, 4 sounds good.
What about. Was it. Attitude?
Attitude
So, like-
songs.
So, attitude. Like, I think they've got a pretty good attitude in this. Like,
They're
the
well up
bassist
for
has
it.
proper bass face with the. So, yeah.
The drummer has a right drummer attitude.
Yeah.
The backing singers all
Yeah.
do it, and it's more that they get. It's through the kids. The kids' attitude is fantastic.
Yeah.
Jack Black's attitude is just because he wants to one up, but then changes to just doing it for the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids get Jack Black back. It's so their attitude is pinpoint. Actually, I would say it's 5 because they do go.
Whoa.
They do want to be rock. They want to be rock and roll. They're not allowed to be, but they want to be.
They break the rules.
They
Yeah.
break the rules. They're there. They
Fine.
deserve
I'm with you, Duncan. That's a 5. I'm in for that as well.
Okay.
If
Right.
if
Songs.
they were allowed to throw TVs out of hotel rooms,
Yeah.
they would be doing that.
Yeah.
Probably fair.
Yeah. Doing lines of coke off like hookers. bum
Songs,
tracks, that kind of thing.
they're mainly covers, but
Well,
it is a
possibly.
great list. Well, it's a
It
good list.
is.
This
It
film
is.
took a left turn. The credit sequence would have taken a very odd turn after that. It's like, oh my
If you
god,
want
no.
to be a
Oh, God.
teacher's pet. Ah!
Yeah.
I'm not getting on that fucking stage.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I'm quitting the band.
Yeah.
We've done one show.
It just ends like the camera spiraling away from the writhing body of the kid on the floor. Like, wow. This was so nice up to this point.
We need to speak to your teacher.
Sorry, snort
He
laugh.
said if speed's good enough for Lemmy, it's good enough for our kids. A song's 7 for me.
Oh, it's class. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. 7.
Yeah. Go with that.
Okay. Nice. That brings about on 24, same as the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy. That's all right.
Oh, Tom's breaking up.
Okay.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Yeah, okay. Something's happening with Tom.
Oh no, Tom's
Oh no,
breaking up.
inside. Oh no.
I love the
Tom.
fact he's moved away from shitting himself now. Didn't like that one then, apparently. Oh look! Oh my
Whoa.
God! Who's
Who's
JG?
JG? Who could
Mysterious.
this
Probably-
possibly be?
Probably someone else.
I'm genuinely intrigued as to whether it's going to come back audio only or if there's some sort of horrific prosthetic or something in the offing.
I hope it's a piece of paper. Oh, look at this! Oh no, it's fuzzy.
There's interruption.
James Gurnlist. James Gurnlist to
Oh,
TMTOOH.
James.
James Gurnlist to TMTOOH. Come in,
James.
Oh
TMTOOH.
my god.
James.
Oh, James, it's been
James.
years.
Am I coming through okay on the sub ether radio that I've managed to?
You're looking a bit
squirrel
fuzzy
away.
for some strange reason there.
I'm trying to stay incognito there, Russ. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Duncan, what's up, my plan? What's
Oh,
up?
James, it's good to hear you.
Yes. Well, you won't be able to see me. I'm afraid it's just not on the cards tonight. And Dan.
Hey, how you doing, James?
So, how have we been? We all good? We're good. Right, fine.
Genuinely,
Well,
how is that like a virtual background you've got going on there? How have you managed
How
that?
have you been, James?
I'm quite intrigued.
You know, since I last saw you.
I'm absolutely fine, thank you very much. I can't disclose where I am right now, although I will let you know that it is somewhere in the UK right now. It may or may not be the small gap between the shed and the fence that Russ is currently sitting in, or it may be somewhere else. If Russ can feel slight vibrations through the wall, that may
There's been an odd sort of scratching noise coming through. I put it down to just the 4,000 cats that seem to live in my garden.
I've been subsisting
Yeah,
on
in
whatever
your garden.
scraps I could find in your bin. To be quite honest with you, it's been a long. COVID hit me hard, and the airspace between
You've
the
been there
fence and your
since late
shed.
2019.
Yeah, it's been tough 3 years. I got to say, but I'm right as rain, and I've written a review actually
Ah,
for you guys
okay.
tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
What have you been playing? Do you still do games?
Yeah,
Games
still doing
service?
games. Sneak into your shed when you're asleep, and stuff. So if you find a few things installed on you, I mean, don't look in the folder marked JG Private. Nothing
Okay.
in there holds any interest to you.
No one's ever had a folder like that before.
No, absolutely. Do not open by all accounts. No, so anyway, I've got a review of Aliens Dark Descent, the new Aliens game that just came out recently. So I thought I'd just do that, and then I'll just squirrel away, and then I may or may not be back in a few years. But we'll see. Shall I get this going, guys? Shall I jump in?
Yeah, it's Aliens, one of those things where they keep trying to make. Like, they should be able to make loads of good Alien games, but they seem to have only been able to make a few. So, yeah,
Well,
let's
the
see-
simple
let's see
fact
where
of the
we're at with this
matter
one.
is that they may have succeeded this time, and I'm pretty sure that by the end of my review, you will be able to make your own mind up, because I'll tell you what to think, because that's what I do in my reviews. Okay, so let's get this cracking. Hang on, I just got a bit of trap wind there. Oh, okay, right. The brutal used universe of the Alien franchise is a cold place to exist. Mega corporations rule the day, drooling xenomorphs rule the night, and they collide over and over. Now, the first film, Alien, pitted the crew of a single spaceship against a single alien. The second film pitted a group of colonial marines, real tough hombres, against a veritable army of them. And Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection were also films that were in cinemas. But seriously, Aliens Dark Descent takes its cues from Aliens, as if that wasn't obvious. With loads of colonial marines taking on loads and loads of aliens. I mean, there's irony in there, right? Colonial marines versus aliens. It's like history repeating itself, which it does a lot. Otherwise, where would the saying come from? You know what I mean? So like that saying, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, which I've never really understood that. Not because I'm an idiot or mad, because I'm not mad, but think about it. I mean, really think about it. When has a bird ever actually been in someone's hand and not sat in a bush? Because if you ask me, they're always sitting in bushes or messing up Russ's back garden. Honestly, a couple of weeks back, I was in Russ's back garden and I was saying to myself, it wouldn't be so bad having birds in the back garden if only they'd stop fucking all over the place. And you know what? I think they're up to something. I think they're planning and staring and waiting, and I'm convinced that they're watching me at all times. In fact, I snuck into Russ's house and I was having a shower the other day, and I was getting to a really aggressive ball washing phase, and I looked up to grab Russ's flannel that I think he uses on his face, and there on the windowsill, outside Russ's window, sorry, I've just been there for a while, was a massive pigeon, and it stared at me, it looked down at my balls, then it made eye contact with me again, and then it motioned with its wings to its eyes, and then at me, and then it flew away. Which is pretty fucked up, right?
And then it might just not had enough human contact for the last.
And to be fair, I've also been ogled by a spider while I was having a piss. I went into Russ's house again, and I was just having a tinkle in the toilet, minding my own business, and down came this little spider on a web between me and the toilet, and it dangled there. It looked at my balls with all 8 of its eyes, then it looked back at me, it motioned at me with one of its legs at its eyes, then pointed at me with its little hand, then spiraled back up the web and disappeared into a light fitting. So Russ, if there's a spider that came out the other side, it was in the toilet, but no, it's whatever room is above that toilet downstairs.
Okay.
So, between the cock-ogling pigeons and the cock-ogling spiders and all the other fucking animals out there, there's definitely something going on, a global conspiracy of some sort, if you will, of just animals itching to get an ogle of your genitals whenever you're trying to have a shower or a piss. And it's not on. So, you know what? I've had it up to here. I think we should rise up against the pigeons and the fucking spiders, protect our balls from ogles, say no to animals, just looking at your privates whenever they think it's appropriate, because it's over, it's done, and I am not going to let them objectify me anymore. So I would give Aliens Dark Descent a very strong 7 out of 10.
To the point as always, journalist.
Okay.
Excellent, yeah.
So, okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still alive, so I'm okay.
Do you want to, if I leave a little saucer of like milk and bread out, would that be useful?
Well, I mean, I'm yeah, but I think that'll do is leave me having to fight with hedgehogs again. And last time I did that, I did not come off well.
Well,
They are vicious. They are vicious.
They are. They're fucking bastards. Anyway, rather than hold up this podcast anymore, I'm going to go, and I might be back next week or the week after. So, with that, laters, potatoes, I'm outie.
Cheers,
Bye,
James. Good to take care of yourself, all right?
I genuinely thought we got rid of him.
That was.
How he's getting into
We're not still
he's not
paying him, are
invited
we?
or anything.
No. I don't think there's any money going to him.
Good.
No. I
We
think
cut
he
that
might-
off, right?
He might sort of pick up the odd sort of floor coin or something. So-
Are you?
he's coming back in.
Hey guys,
Tom?
I'm back. What happened?
Oh, James Journalist was here.
You just missed him
Just
because
missed him.
of your internet problems.
Well, Yeah, well, he wasn't.
He
I mean, he's
dropped
definitely
out
not
and
here.
James popped in. It was really weird.
Interesting.
It's
Maybe like
crazy.
he's hijacking the signal or something.
It's crazy
must have
timing.
been.
Have you spoken to him recently, Tom?
No. Couldn't give a shit about him these days. No, don't care. He could be dead in the airspace between Russ's fence and shed for all I care.
Well, what if it's the ghost of James Journalist?
Yeah, well, exactly. Mental. Anyway, let's get
I
on
think
some.
we're being
Let's
harsh
get
on
on
him.
some
It was nice
ranking
to
some-
hear him again.
No, he's a cunt. Anyway, we're on to the next band.
No, I
Who's
hate him. My
up
opinion has
next?
completely changed. It's
Yeah.
a total ball bag. Really don't want him back on this fucking pod.
No.
If
We're not
only
paying
there was
for
something
that,
you could
Tom.
do about that.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
I mean, it's been quite a while. I actually honestly thought COVID or hedgehogs or something had got him.
Combination of COVID and hedgehogs, yeah.
We're not still
Yeah, it's
paying
tough.
him, are we, Tom?
No.
Well, there's no standing orders going out of my bank. That's for sure.
We're not slightly worried that we were his only source of income.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, next band.
Fine.
Next
Cantina
band.
Band. Cantina Band.
Cantina
from
Band.
the Star Wars. I was going to come up with something interesting, but I think Games Journalist is Games Journalist. Fuck me, James Journalist has managed to sap that out of me. If I'm honest with you. So yeah, Cantina Band. What do we think?
I mean, memorable.
Yeah, massive heads.
Massive head.
Yeah.
Really interesting instruments.
Yeah.
Set the tone for a nice CD jazz bar kind of thing.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Were they not a little bit upbeat for what they were trying to achieve in that?
I don't know. I thought it was perfect setting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with all of your opinions.
I mean, only one appears once, but they were memorable, and
True.
you know, other people you've been used for comedy purposes and everything. Yeah, James has really sucked it out of everyone, hasn't he?
Yeah. I guess that's how he's making his money nowadays.
Probably. Oh whoa!
I'm just trying to get my computer back to normal after he hacked into it or whatever it was.
Oh, is that what happened? Was it?
It must have been into
Crazy.
the main frame.
You used tech words, so I believe you.
I'm a hacker.
I done hacked me.
Do you know who
Uh,
else is a
what-
hacker?
All right, wait, right, come on, let's go. How
On
many?
goes
What
for
we got? We've
sneakers.
got 20 minutes. Let's
Yeah.
try and get a few of these done.
Right, okay, Cantina Band. Stage show, pretty fucking good. 3.
Good regulars, 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's do that then. Okay. Impacts, pretty high. Like, it depends whether you mean like actually in real life or like just in the film.
Everyone's heard of them. They are meant to be like, they are sort of like referenced across the galaxy.
Yeah, I can't remember their actual name though, so that's not a good sign.
They are, in terms of pop culture, they've had an incredible impact considering how long they're actually on the screen for.
Yeah.
But you know, they feature in any parody.
They're called the modal nodes.
Yeah. And is that who Max Rebo is in, or is that someone?
Yeah.
No, that's Max
Oh,
Rebo is the blue
he's
one
the-
from Jabba's
That's
band.
the
Guy with
Yeah.
a giant cock for a nose, yeah.
It's actually Figurin Dan. Well, Figurin Dan and the modal nodes.
Fingering Dan.
Finger in, Dan.
I'll do that later.
So going
My
for 4 or
reputation
5 for
precedes me.
Impact? 4?
Yeah, sure.
Fingering Dan with my modal nodes.
Technical skill. Now this one's a little bit difficult to judge because none of the instruments they're playing are real.
No.
No,
They look like
they're
they're pretty
fictional.
good at it, though. They're having fun.
They look like they know what they're doing, don't they?
3, yeah.
3.
Let's have a look at this mental collection of musical instruments. One of them is playing what looks like a aqualung. The other one's
Don't they have
playing.
like a nose flute, essentially?
One of them is playing what looks
some
like a
drink-
nose flute.
Well, something is stuck basically in its face.
The other one is playing what looks like another one of his band members' head on a pipe. And then one of them is sitting down banging what looks to be a pair of saucepans together. Fun guys. Fingering Dan and the modal notes.
I've now got...
Fingering Dan in modal notes.
Fingering Dan with my modal notes.
What in this
Good.
modal notes?
All good. All good.
Fingering Dan and his modal nodes. Next band, I
Fingering
suppose.
Dan in his modal nodes. Nodal modes. What was the other bit? Attitude. I mean, they're professional.
I'm not giving anyone points for professionalism in terms
So,
of attitude.
I think
Yeah,
maybe-
they're quite backgroundy, aren't they?
Yeah,
Unless you go
like
for,
that.
of course, the George Lucas extended edition version, where you have a weird
Singer.
singing CGI blob.
That's from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no, she's
actually,
at Jabba's as well, isn't she? Yeah.
she's Sice Noodles, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How size noodles you?
Go 3 for
Finger in
attitude.
Fingering down and Sice Noodles.
Right, and songs. You got to admit, it's fucking catchy.
That's great.
Oh yeah, everyone knows it as well.
But it's only one song. It's like 3.
Yeah, but so many of these bands have only really got actually one song that they do because they're not real bands.
It's a strong one.
It's a
song.
strong 3.
It's
Oh no,
a
hang on.
hi-
It's
high
a
7 out of 10.
5. Yeah,
Whoa,
sorry, it's a
someone else
strong
said that.
5. Yeah, it's a strong 5. Maybe
Okay, a
more
strong
than
5 seems
five.
harsh. Let's give him a 7.
I'd say, yeah, I reckon 7.
6.
They're not going to win.
6.
Doesn't
Let's
matter.
average it out and say 7.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that leave him on?
20.
I mean, I
Shit,
think
that's not
Dan doesn't give a shit anymore.
It's really hot in here. Anyway, wake the fuck up, Samurai. That's who's next. Is Samurai from Cyberpunk
Yeah!
and
I
Johnny
love
Silverhand.
voice songs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to trust your judgments on this.
Yeah, I can't really comment on this one because I haven't got that.
So
far
Samurai
into
are actually
Cyberpunk.
refused, aren't they? The Swedish punk / hardcore band. So I'm fucking down with that because they're fucking awesome. So and also Johnny Silverhand's in them, and I'd like to have Johnny Silverhands in me.
Yes. I've got local notes.
So they've actually got a proper punk band in.
It is,
Samurai.
yeah.
Literally just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's
it
why
is.
I'm just
It's a punk band.
just going. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
eating.
But it's
wow.
But it's,
That's
but it's a
cool.
big it's a big story. Like, you know, mega corporations of the future. Johnny Silverhand hates Arasaka, which is the biggest of the corporations, taking over. You know, sort of taking over the kind of cyber neural interface market. And you know, Johnny Silverhand returning from the big war that inevitably happens in these cyberpunk dystopian futures, you know, is disillusioned, starts his band, but then becomes a global terrorist, eventually dying as a martyr to the cause, but then resurrected. And as one of your player character, V, in Cyberpunk 2077, you can resurrect Samurai playing Johnny's parts, guitar parts, because you can let Johnny possess you and all that sort of stuff. And it's fucking brilliant. And their music is really actually quite cool and catchy, and yeah, it's pretty cool. A good band. Like, they're everything, you know, they're everything wrong with the excesses of music, but that's what makes them so right.
I think they're going to score quite highly.
Yeah, I love Samurai. Big fan.
Stage show, guys. What are they on?
You can just listen to the crowds, man. In
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, just listen
What
to
am
the
I doing?
crowds. Huge,
Yeah.
huge.
Stage show.
4, 5.
All right, cool. Impact.
Their impact inspires
Yeah.
basically terrorism,
Yeah.
like,
There we go. That's a
you-
5 then.
You-
anti-corporate terrorism.
That's
You're
a
basically
6
saying
then.
they're rebellious. They're rebellion.
Incredibly rebellious.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
What do they
Yeah,
rebel
so
against?
big.
What you got?
They set off a nuclear bomb in the global headquarters of Arasaka that levels most of a city, killing hundreds of thousands of people.
Dan,
it's
have
a
you
five,
listened to
five
Manhattan Project yet?
It's not
No.
great. Like, it's not great what they do, but it's for the cause.
Lots
Right,
of sloughing.
To answer your question, Duncan, I am just on the Chicago Rippers. I'm catching up, playing catch up. I was a bit behind, so gonna play catch up on that. Then I'm gonna listen to No Dogs in Space, and then try and catch up with Critical Role, which is actually much more difficult. But yeah, I'm a bit behind because I stopped listening to Depth. It's ridiculous, and now I can't wait to catch up though because I love those boys.
Yeah, Manhattan Project is pretty.
It's like 6 episodes for Manhattan Project as well, isn't it?
Oh, it is amazing. It is crazy.
They are
and also,
so fucking good. Like, they are just... Oh, I love them so much.
I mean, I know it distracted from Tom's story, but because you named atomic weaponry, they go into detail about what happened during Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and there's a lot of sloughing.
Oof, okay.
So hopefully there was a lot of sloughing of skin melting off and basically complete
Hopefully.
elders of people in the Cyberpunk 77.
Yeah. Yeah.
77, 27.
So Impact's quite high then, we reckon. Yeah, 5 for Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Technical proficiency?
Great.
They are good. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and I can't remember what the name of the
It's
band
refused.
member.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, the band member that Johnny basically through V makes up with is a musical powerhouse in his own right and has a big solo career afterwards. I cannot for the life of me remember what his name is. It starts with an S. But yeah, they are technically proficient. They're very good musicians as well as, you know, terrorists.
I think they
Double
deserve
whammy.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 then.
Okay. So we need attitude and songs.
Attitude. Oh, see, attitude's probably a fucking 5 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, attitude. I mean, Johnny Silverhand's attitude stinks.
Yeah. Okay. Songs.
Brilliant.
Well, I mean, the
It's a
band
7 or an
themselves.
8. 7 or an 8? 7? 6? 7?
Let me have a look. I think a 6 personally.
Yeah, because otherwise Samurai are going to rank above bands that they really shouldn't.
Above
rank
Spinal
above.
Tap.
All right, maybe not. 5.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
I mean,
cool.
actually, to be fair, let's be honest. Like they're the best of what is considered to be the sort of the standard music after the war, which is rockaboy music. But they're considered to be the best of that. So they probably, you know, it is relatively average. It's not doesn't push the boundaries in terms of musical technological amazingness and songs and stuff, but it's the best of its type. So maybe that kind of actually puts them at a 6.
Well, you could always just lower their technical ability and put them at 4, because are they actually as
But they
talented
aren't
as
good.
Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
So
was
this
it?
is putting them on 25, so that's not too...
Perfect.
They're not outranking
Perfect.
too many
25 is perfect.
Let's just fix it so that we know who wins from the outset.
As if
Next
we'd ever
up,
do that.
we'll wrap through this one. Bad Blake from is it Wild Heart, the film with Jeff Bridges as the country singer?
I have no idea.
This was sent in by Terry from Marbling Marble.
What are they called?
Bad Blake. It's a person.
Terry.
Crazy Hearts. Yes, I do remember this. Very, very good. But it might just be me kind of leading the way on this one because I don't know
not
who
seen
else
this
remembers
movie.
them. It's fucking
No.
great. It is excellent. Truly
Sorry,
excellent. Yeah. Okay, so I'll lead the way. So let's go then. Okay. I'll bring it up. Stage show. It's okay. 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Impact, quite high. 4 out of 5.
I'd agree with that.
Technical proficiency is very high.
Yeah.
4 again, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, not the high ranker.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Attitude 5. I would say
Like needle
Okay.
sharp.
And then
Yeah.
songs.
they're good. 6. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Okay. So what's that one?
22.
Right. Next up, Pink Slip from the movie Freaky Friday.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think I've seen this either.
Yes. That feels fixed as hell, my dudes. In what sense? Who do you think should it is pretty fixed. I'm not going to lie. I want Spinal Tap to win. I don't remember much about Pink Slip. This was sent in by someone called Charlotte. But they're from Freaky Friday. And I think we need to establish whether it's who it is playing in them, whether it's Lindsay Lohan or... What's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
You proud of yourself?
It's a reference to a Michael Palin interview that he gave a long time ago, where he said there are some parts of the world I go to and I say I'm Michael Palin. They look at me and they don't know who I am, and I go I've been in films with Monty Python. They don't know who I am, and then I say I've been in films with Jamie Lee Curtis, and then they go oh Jamie Lee Curtis, and then they do the impression of a pair of speakers that they've just bought and put into their house, and it's like. Yeah, sorry, it just reminded me of that. It's a very much an interview of its time, but it still never fails to raise a smile.
Stage
Nice.
show. Minimal. I'm going 2 for this one.
Let's go for minimal. Quickly gloss over
Okay.
what I said.
Yep. Impact, once again, minimal. They don't really do anything. So, like, a 3. Technical proficiency, very high, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Attitude?
I mean, it's fucking Lindsay Lohan, so probably 4. Songs, 5 or 6, maybe.
Let's be generous. Let's say 6.
What? Brooke on the stream has said that, and thank you for joining us. One of 5 people watching. Wow.
Wow.
What was fixed? I'm interested. You're probably not wrong, by the way, as well. We kind of agree. So, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, we tend to largely decide what the winner of these things is maybe an hour or so before we start recording the first episode.
Okay. Mouse Rat.
Brookie Cookie.
Yeah.
This feels fixed. Yes, it's very much. Yeah.
It's not. I didn't think Samurai should be higher than Spinal Tap.
Yeah, it's what we call on the fly editing.
Mouse Rat.
Mouse Rat. Parks and Recreation Band.
I'm very fond of this band.
I like them as well. They do. What is it? 5,000 Candles in the Wind.
Yeah, 5,000 candles in the wind.
And The Hole is their big crowd.
Oh, we haven't got
whole,
true
yeah.
Parks and Rec enough, so I can't actually comment.
The Whole. They've changed their name several times as well.
Yeah.
5,000 candles.
It needs to be like 5,000. It needs to be Candle in the Wind times 5,000.
I mean, that deserves points.
And there's they perform at the Bye Bye Little Sebastian Memorial Concert as well, don't they?
Oh shit, man! I'd forgotten about that.
Which is where they bust out 5,000 candles in the wind.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we get some
the hologram of Lil Sebastian joins them on stage, doesn't he?
Oh,
so
excellent.
stupid.
So stupid, but also funny as fuck.
Okay, attitude they're kind of all attitude, no talent, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they attitude? Is there any attitude there?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
Should we go 3, maybe?
Yeah, 3.
Put it in.
There's a bit of attitude. What of it?
Stage show, pretty good. They rock the Snake Hole Lounge and they have the hologram of Little Sebastian. What more can you want?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the technology at their disposal is advanced. It's been a long day.
I'm going to go maybe 4. Here's where we might run into a problem, though. Technical skill is pretty minimal, really.
But to do a live show, you've got to have some technical skill. So what are we talking? 2? 3? 2?
Let's say 2.
2. All right.
2? That's pretty low.
But they're not very good, are they?
No, they're not. You're right.
Just remember, though, this is not fixed.
True.
They can play, so surely it should be. Oh, I suppose this is not out of 10, is it? 2.
No, it's out of 5.
Yeah, cool.
Impact is mainly limited to sort of the Pawnee metropolitan area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 2 as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
And songs, 5,000 Candles in the Wind and The Hole is pretty much all we've got to judge them on.
But they're good.
Yeah.
They need Duke Silver to make them sound good. Agreed, yes.
I believe he does. Doesn't Duke Silver perform on the Little Sebastian Memorial record?
so.
And there's all the Johnny Karate stuff as well that he does. So
Yeah.
the songs aren't bad.
Maybe 5,
7.
6.
I mean,
Duke Silver might be one of the best long-running jokes of that series.
so good.
Yeah.
Are you saying their songs are better than Samurai? Because the band
Samurai was
Samurai
on 6 as well for that.
The more I think about Samurai, the songs are really good. I've heard the soundtrack. Can we bump it up a couple of points?
Okay, we can bump Samurai up on.
So yeah, I mean, I was all for that.
I mean, that puts Mouse Rat on
I
17.
give you
You're
a
not really threatening
justification.
anybody here.
Mouse Rat 17, that's fair enough. What does that put? So Samurai are equally in the lead then with
They're on
Spinal Tap.
26 at the moment.
Yeah.
Leaders are obviously
Spinal
Spinal
Tap.
Tap with
Did-
27.
Right. The thing about Spinal Tap is, did you put anything either as a 6 out of 5, or did you put the songs as 11? Because if you didn't do that, then I don't know why we're bothering with this
we
podcast.
have adjusted for everything being out of 11.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, another band from Josie and the Pussycats. It's De Jour. I think we know one song from their back catalogue. That's about it.
Du jour.
Yeah. The boy
This is
band.
the
this
boy
is-
band.
Yeah.
Which I think it's got Seth Green and Breckin Meyer.
Yeah.
A couple
And they
of
have
guys.
they have a plane crash, don't they?
Yeah, they'll die horrifically.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
And
they're also Complete Balance.
the one song was called Backdoor Lover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I promise
they
all,
did
all
have a
their
whole-
songs are on a very related topic.
Yeah.
And they did have a whole music video was created for Backdoor Lover, which is still available to watch on YouTube. So please enjoy.
I think we should score this.
Okay.
Well, live performance.
They do appear live, don't they, at one point?
Hmm.
3?
Unless you want to base it on the music video.
No. That's fine. 3?
Yeah.
Impact's pretty high. They're like the biggest pop band in the world, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They're
Until they die.
Spherically famous.
Yeah. I don't think all of them died, do
4?
they? I think they survived the plane crash, don't they? 4. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Technical proficiency, probably quite low.
Oh yeah,
they're like a
they're just
manufactured pop
Two.
band, aren't they? 2.
Yeah.
Attitude.
well, lots of attitude, but like totally undeserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
4.
4. Songs, however. The
They're
one
one
we've
of the
heard,
biggest boy bands on the planet, and the one we hear,
I think that's a 9.
yeah, it's quite a good one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of their other songs. Gumdinger, Pink Blue,
Jesus.
Whack.
Did I
I'm
say
not familiar
9?
with most of these.
I meant 10.
So what are we giving them? What are we giving them for songs?
9.
9.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
They're
Du
going to
jour
sort of
on
even out, aren't they?
22.
That's quite high.
So isn't that higher than Wild Stallions?
Don't
Yeah.
look for logic in this or
Yeah.
consistency or any sort of internal progression or in any way knowing what we're doing.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
How many more bands have we got?
I'm deleting one. 'cause I
We
don't
have been
know much
banging
about
off like an hour and 20 minutes now.
them. Yeah. So we've got 4 more bands, including Dr. Teeth.
And it's already 10:15.
Yeah. We can string this out to another one, and I find.
Or
another
we could
load
just
of
not
bands.
do all 4 bands.
Okay, so we'll get rid of David Brent because it turns out Ricky Gervais is actually a horrible human being anyway.
Yeah, well, we've known that for ages.
Yeah. So
Been
get
in.
rid of Brent. Rex Manning. I can't remember Rex Manning.
Let's get rid of him. He's not a band. He's just a single singer.
Who's he?
Yeah.
Okay, so that leaves Dr. Teeth and Llewyn Davis. We cool with that?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get.
This is going to be pretty high across the board, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, they are incredible. They're also Muppets, which I think gives them just a natural advantage.
Yeah, it only adds to all of these scores.
That's the mystique.
I mean, the name alone is one of the best.
It's one of my favourite names, and I always wanted to call a band Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem after that. But you can't, because there's
But
already
you
a band
can't because
called Dr. Teeth and the
there's
Electric Mayhem.
already a band called that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wouldn't the Beatles be a great name for a band?
it
So
would be.
annoying.
But instead of like BEETLES, like Beatles, you say it like Beatles, BEATLES, like there's a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Hex Girls. Who are Hex Girls?
I say it like the Beatles. The Beatles,
Beatles.
like Jeremy
They're
Beatles.
Jeremy Beadle.
Yeah. Right. Come on. What are we going to rank Dr. Teeth of the Electric Mayhem?
Okay,
They just filter
so
out, don't they?
yeah.
Well, show.
yes.
I
So
mean, they deserve high marks for
Yeah.
performance.
absolutely 4 or 5. Like they're
Stage
always
show.
going to bring the house down.
Yeah,
There's only
it's-
2 people. Tom, what are you
Yeah?
doing? Stop doing that.
Oh, sorry. I'm listening at the same time as doing performance art. It's fine.
This is not performance art.
It is. Hello,
Only
my
by
Duncan.
you.
Goodbye, my Duncan. Hello, my Duncan.
I
Goodbye,
can
my
just turn his
Duncan.
video off if needs be.
Shall we just mute him?
Right, stage show. I mean, like, it's pretty fucking good, and it's full of Muppets.
It's always great.
When does that not make
Fine.
it better? I'll go,
And they have a
Fine.
drummer who at any moment will just go absolutely bananas.
So 5.
I don't really get what anyone else would be looking for. Are we going top marks for stage show?
Yes, always.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Attitude.
5.
5.
Because the drummer
high,
can
isn't
go 8.
Okay. Technical skill. And I think they should get bonus points for the fact that they are playing the instruments via fucking puppets.
But you know, I'm not going to have to explain this to you, am I, Russ?
4.
4. Okay.
Impacts. I mean,
in the
it's pretty
universe, they are a culturally significant show, and the band is a culturally significant part of that. Although they're kind of considered the house band, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the Muppet verse.
in the
There is
Muppetverse,
2 people that don't seem to like them very much.
the MTU.
But yeah.
EMU. The Muppet verse. No.
Right, what do you go for
yeah.
impact?
Muppet television universe. Okay.
4?
Yeah.
Brooke, if you've got some scores for the Hex Girls, I know nothing about them. This is Scooby-Doo after my time, I think. So if you've got scores,
you can't
we'll
be coming
read
in
them out
cultural
tomorrow.
references. They've got to be like pre-2000 or sort of yesterday. Otherwise, we just don't know them.
But if you've got some scores, we'll read them out definitely and add them on. I've
Anything
just seen
too
one-
old and too new scares us.
The only thing that's definitely I think going to add to them is that one of the Go-Go's does one of the voices, and also a Jennifer Hale, who is obviously fucking Minor Shepherd. So like that scores them pretty high in my books already. So yeah,
Mass Effect, we know about.
yeah.
Right, songs
Fucking
for the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah. Songs.
What do
I couldn't name you a single Electric Mayhem song, but what I've heard, I quite enjoy.
Yeah, but it's a 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Solid 7 out of 10.
Solid 7 out of 10. Let's go for a solid 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Well,
Okay. Brings out on 25.
Okay.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, I'm okay. With
Okay. So Llewyn Davis from the movie Inside Llewyn Davis.
Inside Llewyn Davis. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So let's start with stage show. It's a very stripped back aesthetic, isn't it?
It is, but it kind of suits him, and everything else is around him as well. He's doing the same stage show as everyone.
Yeah, it's very sort of like stool on a stage, you know, above a room above a bar in the Greenwich Village somewhere, isn't it?
It's probably not going to be quite high. Not that high, I would say.
So 3.
Yeah, let's go with that.
3.
3 sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Impact. Like, one of the big problems is he's having the Go-Go's aren't exactly new. That's a very good point. Yeah, the Go-Go's are not new. It's a fair point.
It does draw inspiration from Dave Van Ronk, doesn't it?
What are you fucking talking about? Are you on the Wikipedia page again, Tom?
No, I'm getting some background because I was intrigued as to whether it was based on a true story, because fact and fiction sometimes blurs itself, and I was just looking for a little bit of kind of like, where are they taking, you know, where's how does this universe sit? Is it trying to it's trying to be quite real and quite gritty, isn't it? So
I
yeah.
haven't seen this.
It's so good.
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
Impact's got to be quite low because that's kind of the driver of the film, isn't it? He's just not.
Yeah.
He's not kind of getting the recognition he feels he deserves.
Well, everything's kind of stale, and then they all go watch Bob Dylan at the end of the film, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
2 for Impact.
yeah, it's not high.
Like, he's got a record, hasn't he? And like people, he's had one album recorded, hasn't he? And people do know who he is.
But no, his impact came when he was in a duet with the fella from Mumford and Sons.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Who wrote most of the songs in it. So, yeah.
Attitude is pretty sky high. He's pretty
Yeah,
convinced of his
he's a
own-
moody fuck.
Yeah. I'll go top on that because it's he's kind of all attitude.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds good to me.
So technical skill.
He's good. He's brought in as a session musician for that Please Mr. Kennedy song.
Yeah.
But then I don't know whether he's brought in just because Justin Timberlake's doing a favour for his wife. Who knows him? But yeah.
There's a slight sort of ambiguity about his actual sort of skill level in the film, isn't there? But
yeah,
it's going by like how it's portrayed and how he sees himself. It's pretty high.
Yeah.
4.
Let's go with that.
Okay, and then songs.
9. They are fucking excellent. The songs in it are fucking incredible. Yeah, I've been waiting to pounce with this one. I fucking love this song, and I regularly. It's a nice song. They're nice songs to sing in the car as well. Fare Thee Well, for example, is just a really good song. And is it Hang Me? Is a really good song to sing as well. Like, I don't think you need incredible range to actually make it sound good. So yeah, it's one of those ones that just is really good fun to sing along to.
Nice.
About being hung. So yeah, 9. Let's go.
Right. That brings Lindos out on 23.
Nice.
2 behind the Muppets.
Okay, so the winners really were then Samurai and Blues Brothers with 26, Infant Sorrow 26, Stillwater 26, and then at the top Spinal Tap 27.
I mean, to be fair, that's worked out pretty good. Of the fictional bands that we decided to have at our what is it? What Memorial Stadium is it?
The Blind Guy from Sneakers Memorial
Stadium.
See, there's a cultural reference that we can all get on board with.
There we go. Yes, there we go. See, Brooke, that's what we were talking about. That sort of stuff.
You know,
Blind
really,
Guy from
really
Sneakers.
Shit references from films that no one
That's where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we are with our references. I'm pretty impressed with that.
I don't think that's not like. I mean, objectively, they are the best made-up band that's ever been.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
They're an actual band as well, aren't they? That's the point of it, I suppose. Also, I will listen to some Hex Girls and I will come up with a score for next week's pod as well.
Cool.
To add into it.
Excellent.
Damn it. Yeah.
That's very good. Well, look, there we go. 2 parts of an excellent pod with an excellent string tying it all together. Dan, well done, I have to say very much, for all of the intros, like, you gave, like, in compare style for all the bands.
Yeah, something happened like when you disappeared that really made me lose interest in like doing them. I couldn't tell you what it was.
Yeah, it's strange. Something interrupted the carrier wave that we were. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. So we are done. Battle of the Bands is done. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hit us up with any of your suggestions for fictional bands that we could do or use, Brooke, fill us with your suggestions. Bands on Discord or Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter using the handle @TMTOOH. On our Instagram channel, you'll find the link to our Discord server. If you want to send in more suggestions for fictional bands, we could always have a listen to them and try pitting them against them in the future. I'm probably not going to do it for a bit because we've just done 2 episodes of it. I think it's safe to say we're all tired and sick of it now. So, with that,
I'm going to do a Spotify playlist of like all the fictional music.
That is badass. Are you going to put it on our socials?
Yeah, why not?
Kick ass. Look at that.
And
nice
link it in the Discord. So join the Discord to come and discuss it.
There we go. Very good. Dan, obviously you are working tirelessly behind the scenes to get pods up.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, keep guys, just keep checking back to the podcatchers, wherever your favourite ones are. You know, there'll be stuff there. There's also loads. Our back catalogue is absolutely enormous. We've got so many
Speak for yourself.
So many audio podcasts, but we've also got tons of visual ones that you can go to our YouTube channel. Too much time on our hands, and you'll find if you go to the live section, all of our live streams that we've been doing lately, and for a while since COVID. There's even one where we actually got a load of proper medical doctor people who understand that sort of stuff, and we solved the COVID crisis in about an hour. Got it sorted.
Yeah, I mean,
sorted it all out. You're welcome, everyone. Yeah. So with that, there's not much else to do apart from say goodbye, Russ.
Later, taters.
Goodbye, Dan.
I'm wearing a really comfy Dan t-shirt. Thank you for asking, Tom.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, excellent. I have been using Andrex toilet roll to wipe my nose tonight. Duncan, goodbye.
Nighty-night. Bye-bye.
It's goodbye from me, Tom, and thanks for watching / listening. And on that note, let's cue the music. Mr. Music Man.